everybody. I'm out here at a junkyard. I found a front bumper for the Silverado. You can see no rust holes. It has a little small amount of rust starting. On the inside it's not bad. I can actually catch it right now and sand it down and paint the inside really good and stop the rust. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this off, but I've got another tool that I'm going to review. It is a 1/2 inch impact. It's a Neiko. It's got the 20 volt lithium-ion battery on it. It's I'll put the specs in the description, but it I haven't really got a chance to play with it. I've had it for a few days now. I just haven't had a chance, been working and stuff. So since we are at the junkyard and trying to take parts off of an old rusty vehicle, that may come in handy. Let's just see how it does. Alright, so we have a bolt right here. This is a 18 millimeter. This is not an impact socket. You should always use an impact socket with impact tools, but I don't have an 18 millimeter with me, so this will have to do. Now let's just see. This has been in here for like 20 years. This is about a 2000 model also. Let's see what it does.
Dang.
It took it out. That's what it did. That's pretty cool. See, we got another 15 right, or 18 right here. Yeah,
Just rips it out.
that's pretty good. Now we also have, that is I think a 15. Let's swap out here. It is hot out here, by the way. And let's see. That one was a little tougher. Alright. That is all the ones off the top. Now I need to see what all holds it on the bottom. I know, well, there's one right here. Alright, then you got these headlights. The only thing that holds these in, we have two little pins. Pull these up, just like that, and the headlight pulls right out. And one thing, if you're in a junkyard and you're getting something out, don't just take the parts and just throw them on the ground. Like, at least put them up, and like headlights and stuff, angle it where the rain won't get in it, because somebody else may need these parts. And like these pins, I'm going to put these back in the hole. That way they won't get lost. Because like I said, someone else may need these, and it might save somebody's day to find them. So don't just throw stuff away. And these, you just push them in, push this, and it just pops out. And that side pops out, and you take the bulbs out. Okay. Okay. Now let's see if we can get these off. I think we can.
A pretty good drill.
That thing is tough. Alright. Yep, you can see right here, there's a little rust right there. We're going to take care of that though. We'll grind that down. Alright, so now we have all the bolts out. You've seen the ones on top. I didn't have to take this one out, and I didn't have to take this one off. There's one bolt underneath on this end. I'll show you when I pull it off here. And one on this end. And then you got four. You got two on top here you seen me take off. And there's two down in here. And Once you do that, the bumper comes off. So here is the bumper, and you can see it does have some rust starting. See, this is probably what mine looked like before it rusted all the way through. So what I have to do, I have to take these brackets out and take and sand this down really good. They followed a striper truck down the road when they striped the roads. You can see the yellow. That's exactly what that is. Yep, that's the driver's side. They ran over that yellow line right after they striped the roads. But anyway, that's easy to get off of there. But I'm going to sand all this down, and I'm going to paint the inside so that it won't rust back out. And we'll take this plastic piece off because I don't need it, and we'll leave that here. Okay, so we got everything kind of put back up here so that it's not laying on the ground and stuff in case somebody needs those parts. You never know, I may need those one of these days. I know where they're at. And if I put them back up like that, I know they're going to be good. Now, down here is the bracket that I was talking about where the bottom bolts are. And you can reach these with the grill out. You can reach these from the top. And then on the back, you got these braces that come over to the side like this. There's a bolt there. It goes into there. You can see them. And then these bottom bolts are here. You can see. This one actually kind of broke loose. I'll have to tack that, or else I know what I'll do. I'll just take mine off my bumper. All right, so that's got our bumper. You can tell I am drenched, dirty, and ready to go find an air conditioner somewhere. So it is hot out today. Anyway, we may just take this up when I get home. All right, well, it's a little bit later in the day and cooled down a little bit. So I've got to pull this bumper off and put my new one on. But let me show you what I did first. Okay, you remember, all right, you remember how rusty this was on the inside. I took that wire brush, some sandpaper, and got it sanded down and cleaned up pretty good. Used some cleaner to clean the outside. So now it's ready to be put on there, but I got to get that one out of the way first. So let's take that off. I would say it again. for a comparison, you can see the old bumper here. The actual bracket itself, you can see the brackets on the sides. The bracket itself completely rotted out, and there's nothing left here but a layer of chrome. That's it. You can tell it's thin, pretty thin all the way out through here. I think I could probably punch through that right there. Oops. I think I could probably punch through pretty easy right there. But yeah. And one thing that I didn't expect, some of the tabs on that plastic piece broke off that go into here. So I'm hoping it will hold itself good. But I've got that all prepped and ready for the bumper to go back on. Now this side was rusted out some. I cut some of the rust out, or all the rust I could find. I cut it out and then put a good coat of paint over everything. So maybe we can get her back together and see how it looks. Alright, so there's no more rust hole, and the bumper is not floppy anymore. I even painted my tow hooks coming out to look a little bit better. So now it's a little better. Okay, so we got the truck back together. So what do I think of the Neiko impact wrench? I like it. It did come with the set of 4 basically lug nut sockets and a spot for a 5th one in here. And none of them would fit what I needed to do on the bumper. So I'm going to have to get me some 1/2-inch impact sockets. Had some. No idea what happened to them. They're around somewhere. But this thing is pretty strong. All the bolts taken off of there, and some of them were stuck pretty good. It just brought them off like nothing. It dropped down 1 bar. So I can't say how long the battery will actually last. We can try taking a lug nut off with it and see how it does on that. Okay, well first off, you gotta take this little cap off. Okay, then got our lug nuts. Lug nut came right off. Pretty good. Very easy. And put these back on. Variable speed. So You can put these on too. Just with a touch of the trigger. It goes slow and has very little power. So something delicate like these plastic covers, you can put them on with it. So yeah, I think this is going to be a handy little tool to have for a little while. I'll let y'all know if it messes up or does anything weird, or if I stop liking it for some reason. But so far I like it. So I guess that's a bumper video and a tool review video in one. So yeah, we got our bumper fixed. I appreciate everybody watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one.